All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Sanders has it over the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Here's Newton. They're able to locate Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Here we go. Set. 180.
Newton on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Cohen runs through the contact. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts? What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey. Got three. Three down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gone!
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They run. This is Cohen trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
20. Set. Like 80.
Out of the gun, Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Detroit!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Being chased out left. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side. McKeithley's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding room inside the 40. Now left, he's got it to Everett. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Desmond King making the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Newton. Forced out to his left. Wilson snags it left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Out of the the gun. Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Newton takes it himself. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton in the final minute. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Here we go. Set. 180.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Denver, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So for